Hi guys, welcome to Sana and Via channel. Today in this video we're going to learn about integers and rational numbers. Remember we did integers part 1. So today we're going to add another thing which is rational numbers, and this is going to be our part 2. Let's see our recap because some people doesn't know about part 1. So let's see the recap. We learned about integers and we learned about examples of integers. Then we learned integers using a number line. We also gave you some examples that you can try for part 1. For part 2, you will get another one like this too. Now let's move on to rational numbers. So these are the rational numbers. R for rational numbers. A rational number is any number that can be expressed as the ratio of two integers. And this includes both positive and negative numbers. Examples of rational numbers include 1 by 2, negative 3 by 4, 0.75, and etc. Learning rational numbers using number line. Let's see our first example says negative 0.5. We know that negative 0.5 is a negative number because there's slash. So we remembered that in the last video we said that slash numbers are always the negative numbers. So people I think know, some people know about it and some people doesn't know about it. Okay? So remember that slash numbers are called the negative numbers, but doesn't mean when you see in the operation sums there will be a slash, doesn't mean it's not like they're the negative numbers. That means that can also mean like they're subtraction. So don't get confused by the negative numbers and the subtraction numbers. Make sure to understand the problem and use the clues to identify whether they're subtraction or negative numbers. So we know it's a negative number, so it's a negative side, which is less than 0. So we say it should be negative, and we know it is in between 0.75 and 0.25, which are negative. So it's in between here, so that we should mark it here, right here, circle here. And remember that sometimes they won't give you these decimals number lines, because if they gave you like this, you're easy to find. So in some number lines, they won't give always like this. Sometimes they will give you like this, only one, negative one, and they won't give this. They'll just cut it. You need to find it out. And they directly go to 0, then they won't do this. Then they do 1, 2, like that. They will write it directly. You should find the decimal numbers between these numbers, the numbers. These are their numbers, but they will cut the decimals. So make sure to understand the problem and answer the questions. Let's move on to the number 2. Negative 1 by 3. We know negative is like a slash, so we know it's a negative number and it's a fraction number. So we found out a clue that is a fraction number. So your number line should be a fraction decimal, a fraction like a number line. So test it should be like fraction. We understand? The first thing we understand is a fraction number or a decimal like here, right right here, okay? Let's see. It's going to be 0 is the only number that can be a number. Others should be like a fraction or decimal. Depends on the question. As because this fraction, everything should be fraction. This 0, and so they gave 1. These numbers, right? 2, 1, 3. Normal numbers will be normal always. But these middle numbers will be their numbers, depends on whether they're fraction, decimal, or any numbers. We don't know. And make sure to see the slash, okay? Slash or without slash. Without slash is positive, okay? And with slash is negative. This is 0 and 1 by 3. We know that is a 0 and negative 2 by 3 is right here. And we know that it's going to be here, right here, because there's going to be 1, 2, and 3 by 3. Okay, negative 3 by 3. So there's going to be small, so many here, but they're going to cut it. Now, you can try it yourself. I'm going to just wait. This is for part 2. Don't get confused with the part 1. Try it yourself. and part 2, try it yourself. Make sure to see this label part 2 and part 1 so you don't get confused. Also, make sure to see the number lines. I put in the number lines differently, so I think you will find it out. So please make sure to if you want to, you can try it for your practices, and I hope it was useful. Please subscribe and like this video so you can also share with your friends and family. Thank you.